3-1 your final here at Copps Coliseum. The Toronto Marlies over the Hamilton Bulldogs. Laura Barney here with Derek Wills. As always, let's start off by getting your thoughts on that game.
Well, I think the Hamilton Bulldogs played hard, but didn't necessarily play smart tonight. I didn't think they had their A game. Passes weren't crisp. Didn't get enough guys to the front of the net. But they battled from start to finish, and that certainly is good to see. It's something you didn't see enough of during their 6-game losing streak, but just wasn't enough against a good Toronto Marlies team tonight. And if you can only get one against a team as good as the Toronto Marlies, you're not going to win that often.
Going back to that goal that was called back from the Bulldogs end there, do you feel like that was a little bit of a turning point? If they had gotten that goal, they're only one goal behind?
Oh, absolutely. And I had the feeling if they got that second goal at any point in time during the third period, even in the final couple of minutes, it really would have given them some life. I hate to sound like a homer. I hate to complain about the officials because they do a good job more often than they do a bad job, but I thought the Hamilton Bulldogs really got hurt by some calls and some non-calls tonight. It wasn't so much the penalty calls against the Hamilton Bulldogs. It was that call. It was a couple of calls that didn't go against the Toronto Marlies that took away scoring chances for the Hamilton Bulldogs. And even in that fight, David Brohl removed his own helmet. That is black and white, a penalty. No call was made. Who knows? Maybe that would have led to a Hamilton Bulldogs power play goal. No opportunity, no goal. But you can't blame the referees. The Hamilton Bulldogs didn't do enough to win the game tonight, and they lose.
An interesting stat for me were the shots on net. We're used to seeing the Hamilton Bulldogs at the ends of the game around the 30 mark, and it was into the third period. I couldn't help but notice 28-18 in favor of the Toronto Marlies. And
the funny thing is the Hamilton Bulldogs had a 9-7 lead on the shot clock following the first period, so did a pretty good job both offensively and defensively in the opening 20 minutes tonight. But after that, again, they didn't do enough to generate scoring opportunities, and I think it started with the passing. The breakout passes weren't good. The passes through the neutral zone weren't good. And I don't want to make it sound like it's all the Hamilton Bulldogs' fault. We should give some credit to the other team, the Toronto Marlies, who I thought did a great job taking away the Hamilton Bulldogs' passing lanes and their shooting lanes as well. And when they did get shots through to the net, Drew McIntyre had a lot of easy saves to make. He was very good with his rebound control, didn't give up a lot of second chances. One of the reasons why was because the Hamilton Bulldogs didn't get enough bodies to the front of the net. They were battling. They were battling behind the net, in the corners, along the boards, but not enough battling in front of the net, which can lead to some deflections, some rebounds, and some goals. So something to work on heading to tomorrow night's game.
All right, Derek, thank you very much for your thoughts as always, and we're going to see what our coaches had to say.
We could see that they came to play. Toronto came here and they played a really good road game. Didn't give a lot of scoring chances. They wait in the neutral zone. They wait for our turnovers, and then when they had a chance to go on power play, they tried to get the momentum there. So I think they played a really good game on the road. We're going to talk about that game for the next 20 minutes, but we're going to have to switch this off and go for the next one and think about Lake Erie tomorrow. At one point, you have to learn from your mistake, but at one point, you have to at least try. And when you're going to try, and you're going to make mistake, but at least when you're trying, something will happen, something good will happen.